what's happening on the insides. There's a lot going on, and sometimes you can get chucked out of the draft as Justin has found a friend here.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 of them in line now on the bottom. You see Nick Sanchez pulling up behind. That's what you want. You want to get a couple of guys impatient, and all of you get down there. If you can get 5 or 6 cars down, if they start to see a little momentum, those guys in front will pull down as well and get that line going.
You know, the Chevys from Junior Motorsports have been solid today. A lot of time in the top 10. Let's get an update on the one Carson Quapple, Carla.
Yeah, and of course, Carson Quapple has a resume that would impress anyone. But even last season, he said he kind of doubted himself going in, asking himself, am I actually going to be good enough? He said we were able to perform, though, finishing with 4 top 10s and 9 starts. So that helped with his confidence. Yeah, last week's finish in Daytona, top 4 finish. And then, obviously, he's in 10th right now.
Oh, it's getting good now. Oh, yeah, it's getting so good. Like, you see, guys know that we need to get double file if we're going to beat these 2 RCR cars. The 2 teammates from Haas Factory on the bottom, the green 41, the 00, the pink costumes of Creed and Sam Mayer. Like, we're not waiting to the end. We're going to try to get something going.
Look who's up there with him. 19, Eric Almirola, the veteran, just laying in the weeds. But it's time to put the green and white checkered flag in the air. 6 laps away from the end of stage 2, and that Toyota's surfacing at the front.
Just lit up here, and I don't know quite what happened other than just you had basically Allgaier and Almirola came together. The Haas Factory team saw that. They went to the bottom and allowed them to get behind them and create a ton of momentum down there, and the top is breaking apart right now.
And Adam, this is where Austin Hill earns his worth. Like, this is what makes him so good, is him manipulating these lanes, knowing how to block, when to block, and as it gets closer to the race, they'll continue to get more aggressive. Stage 1, not that aggressive. This will be a little bit more. But again, you're building that. What do I need to do? What position do I want to be in? They learned from the first stage. They're applying it now.
Are tires a factor here? Because Hill and Love and Sammy Smith all took 2. Everybody else took 4. Could that be making a difference here as we go on this long flat rail?
I think it could be helping those cars on the bottom that have tried to make their moves forward at this point in the run with how many green flag laps we had. I don't know if it's particularly hurting the RCR cars. You know, Austin Hill's obviously able to protect and keep the clean air. Now, Jesse will find out if he were to fall back further what dirty air is like. And that would be a huge indication if those tires really hurt.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Everybody else told me, look, you're the top 4. It's not that big a deal. When you get back to 4, 6, 8, all of a sudden you get that dirty air. You figure out what your balance is.
Speaking of dirty air, Nick Sanchez there, all that damage going into the top 10, almost to the top 5.
He got stage 1 last week, and then crashed out right at the end of stage 2. Didn't get the payoff, but the rookie after early problems here is in position to get some points. 3 laps to go in this second stage, and that 48 is all over the place.
Yeah, so you get loose right there. He did a great block on Christian Eckes getting into turn 1. He saw him trying to get that run on the outside that we talked about. Moved up and blocked. You see how loose that car is on the top side of the track.
Give some love to Ryan Sieg. Had the early slide, saves the car. They got no tires when they pitted at the end of stage 1. Got some track position. He could get stage points here.
And if I'm the spotter for Jesse Hill, I see him getting a little bit impatient here. Don't wreck your car right now. Even if you're out to win the stage, let's get to the end of this. We won last week. We have another shot to win this week. Just because you got shuffled back, don't get impatient.
Eckes is all into the back of Nick Sanchez at the top of your screen there. Was bumping him off for 2 again. I don't think he appreciated that block that he put on him off of turn 2. He let him know, and the fleet was all over the place. As these 2 at the front are single file, but behind them, they're all over the place.
Scores in second, like Sam Mayer and Creed. As you see, Creed goes to the outside of Sam Mayer right here. If they run side by side, that's exactly the position that Austin Hill was in at the end of stage 1. He was able to win that. Those guys, they got to get lined up and get a run generated to get by him. As you see Mayer trying to get a run to get to the outside of, look how little he gets on the entry to turn 3.
Final time around, stage 2. Austin Hill bringing him off of turn 4. They're making a run from behind, but it doesn't look like they're going to get to him. Now Mayer nearly had to get away from him. Austin Hill sweeps again. He's 4-0 in stage competition 2025.
I see Mayer going.
4th time Austin Hill has won both stages in a race. He won 3 of the others. Last week it was Jesse Love